I am gonna make a book, a colouring book that is about Orkney myths, legends, folklore, and I'm gonna call it Orkney Magic. I've got my little notepad with me of all my sort of thoughts and reflections, and yeah, I guess it's just time to talk about it, so let's do that. I've decided to just shut my Etsy. I got my first sale of the month this morning. Okay, it is 5 o'clock, so the sale has just started. Why is someone phoning me? The absolute panic I have when somebody phones me. That was a delivery company. We've ordered an exercise bike and it's gonna be here before lunch. That's hot. Hello and welcome to another week. It's kind of been all systems go this morning. Let me just get comfy. Let's get comfy before we chat. Okay, I'm comfy, I'm back. Yeah, so it's been kind of all systems go this morning and yesterday, so let me just talk about what's been happening. So I spoke in my last vlog about how the craft fair went, and in a nutshell, if you haven't seen it, not good, but it did give me lots of things to think about, so that's good. I did say I was going to talk about a lot of it in this coming vlog. I really want to get out the house and just be in nature and think before I talk. And of course the sun has gone away because it's my day off and that's what happens. So hopefully it comes back. My nose. Hopefully it's a bit brighter tomorrow and I can get outside and I can chat to you more just about everything that's been on my mind. But one thing that I am doing that I'm really upfront about just getting started with is just purging as much as I can. There are a lot of designs that don't really align with me anymore, and there's ones that I loved but just didn't sell. So I've been going through all of my filing cabinets and even some notepads that I used to do. I've taken those off the website and I've put together mystery bundles. By the time you're watching this, you will have missed this, but there is going to be a mystery event this weekend where I'm basically going to sell these bundles. They have a minimum order value of £30, but I'm going to sell them all as £5. I say sell them all, I doubt anyone's going to buy them because it's me, but they will be available for £5. Don't worry that you've missed out because there's so much more that I need to package up. I've done 20 bundles for now and it honestly took me 3 or 4 hours yesterday, and I felt really sick because I was sitting on the floor and like moving around, and I ended up just feeling really queasy and like migrainey. Chronic illness life, you can't really exert yourself, so I stopped. And I might do a couple more today, bring it up to 25, I don't know. But don't worry, there will be other mystery bundle events. I think my shop anniversary is August, so I will definitely give away some then. Not give away, they'll be to order, just giving stuff away. Yeah, so they will be available then, and probably for my birthday in September, and probably for the Dingle and Joy event as well. So there will be other opportunities this year to get them, do not worry. Other thing I've been working on. So I've talked on this channel before about wanting to do the Orkney themed colouring book. Now, I need to get a move on. 2 reasons. One is that I am going to be doing a pop-up small business thing. There is a shop in Stromness called Lolly and Lane, and they are going to be starting to run these pop-up shop small business things. So basically small businesses can apply to them and then have a fortnight where they are set up in their shop. My phone is ringing again, but this is a spam number, so I'm not ringing it. Yeah, I'm not answering it, go away. Why is my phone ringing today? It never rings. I have been blessed and favoured because there are a lot of really big things that happen in Orkney, especially through the summer. So we've got the folk festival, which is happening right now as you're seeing this. We've got county show, Doomby show, we've got the Island Games this July, and the week after the Island Games is something called Stromness Shopping Week. So it's like a really big community event. There's like a shopping week queen and she has attendants. There's like floats that go down the street, a parade. I don't know if they still do this. When I was a kid they did like cutest baby and stuff like that. I don't know if they still do that. There's like games. Anyway, I have been given a slot by Lolly and Lane, and the first week of my slot is shopping week. So absolutely amazing time for tourists, and just Stromness being its busiest of the whole year. So with that in mind, I really wanted to get my colouring book done in time to go for that, because obviously I really, to be able to sell to tourists, I want to really emphasize the Orkney element. So all of my Orkney stock is going to be going in that, and yeah, I really want the colouring book done. I was chatting to my mum and she pointed out that one of the secondary schools here is actually producing an Orkney themed colouring book, and I thought, I don't want to be in direct competition with them, and it's also more saturated now. So chatting to my husband and thinking about like what does Orkney mean to me, and what is it that I connect to so deeply, and you know, what can I do to also make it different and to make it me and make it fit my brand. And we were getting down a train of thought of like selkies and things like that because of Mer-made, and I realised that I want to do something about myths, legends, folklore. That is my jam. So I spent last night just sitting taking as many notes as I could on so far 13 different Orcadian legends. Some of them are Orkney and Shetland, but yeah, generally Orcadian legends. And I am going to make a book, a colouring book that is about Orkney myths, legends, folklore, and I'm going to call it Orkney Magic. And I'm very excited. I really hope I can get it together on time, especially because the week before my slot I am on holiday for 10 days. So literally I get back on, so when I get back I've got 2 days until I have to go and drop inventory off. So the colouring book really needs to be finished, ordered and home before I even leave, which is early to mid July. I think I leave on the 9th or 10th. I don't mind saying that online, by the way, because my mum's staying at my house. Normally I would say never tell people when you're going on holiday, because your house will be unattended. Anyway, I'm looking around because I'm thinking, I know I've got another Orkney myths and legends book on these shelves and I can't remember where it is, but my shelves are double and triple layered, so it may be another row back from what I can see. Anyway, I want to really get cracking on with that. I'm going to edit my vlog today. It's a bit early in the week, but I just want to get it done. I want to set up the listings for my mystery packs today, and I want to just keep researching, maybe start drawing if I get time. I want this to be really well thought out and put together. There's going to be references at the back of the book, like it's a whole thing. My history nut is coming out. If you don't know, I have 2 history degrees, so well, I've got a bachelor's and a master's. So yeah, I'm just loving life. I'm just letting myself nerd out. I'm loving it so much. So I'll get cracking with that and I will catch up with you as soon as I can. I wish I'd brought my microphone. I hope you guys can hear me. Also, excuse the 2 glasses situation. I don't have prescription sunglasses. So I've come out to the cathedral. I did talk about how I just want to get out of the house and just, you know, be with my thoughts a little while. There's a guy to my right, heavily judging me. So I actually last night so after I finished vlogging yesterday, I went and I did the garden. So I was mowing the lawn and just all that kind of fun stuff, and I felt really sick afterwards, and then it kind of progressed into a migraine, and yeah, I ended up just losing the rest of the evening. I was really poorly. My husband got home to find me just like in tears and just not doing good, so he looked after me, and yeah, I had a nap on the couch for most of the evening, and then I just went to bed. Didn't even read my book or anything. So this morning I woke up and I felt probably like 50% better, and I really wanted to go out today because it's my last day off, and it's something that I've just really needed, is just to be out, and it's such nice weather. So this morning after my son went to school, I had a bubble bath, put a face pack on, and I was like, I think I feel well enough to go out. And I just got this whim that I just really needed to see my husband. So I texted him and said, do you want to meet for lunch? Because it was only like half an hour until his lunch break. So we met up for lunch, and then I just had some errands to run around town. I did originally go to Tanker's House Gardens, which like when I was a kid it was my favourite place to just go sit. But it's rammed. There literally was nowhere for me to sit. I perched on a wall and I was like, I'm not going to be able to vlog. So I've come to the cathedral and I'm just sitting on the lawn with lots of people around me and just trying to ignore the cringe. We're climbing over Cringe Mountain. So yeah, I've got my little notepad with me of all my sort of thoughts and reflections, and yeah, I guess it's just time to talk about it. So let's do that. After the lorry finishes reversing. Does anyone else's eyes just absolutely stream in the sun? I don't even know really where to start, but basically I've been feeling very frustrated and helpless at the fact that I love my brand and I feel closer to my brand today than ever, and I feel like I really am getting to know her and who she is, and I feel like other people can't see it the way I see it, and I'm not getting sales, and I'm looking at what I'm selling and I don't think there's anything wrong with what I'm selling. So there's two reasons logically that can be. One is that it's me and people just don't want to buy from me. I would hope that wasn't the case. The other reason is just that I haven't found my people yet, and actually there's a third reason, but I'll talk about that in a minute. So my challenge is finding my people, and more importantly them finding me, and choosing to shop with me over other businesses that are similar to mine. So the third reason I'm not making money is because I'm spending so much money and investing in products. When it comes to stickers and stuff, that's fine because I print my own and I can kind of do unlimited, but one thing I really want to work on doing is, apart from stickers, becoming a ready to ship shop. So cards, notepads, the only stock that would be on my website is what I actually have in stock. I think it's really important for me as a business to think about my finances and my budget, and in the past it's been one of those things where I'll design 20 cards and I just won't have any of them in stock, and if someone orders them I will order. But I have a minimum order value of 10 cards, so every time someone buys a £3 card from me, I'm spending £20 to get those cards, unless I happen to have them in stock. And when I started, it made sense for me because it was like, this is an investment and people are gonna buy them all in the future. But there's cards in my filing cabinet that have been there for the whole 7 years that I've been open, and someone might have bought one once in 2018 and they've come with me on 2 house moves since then and haven't sold. So that needs to change. So I'm gonna move to ready to ship, and that means retiring a lot of my old stock, and it also means keeping better control of my stock levels online. I've done silly things before, like accidentally left things in stock when they're not in stock anymore, and then someone's bought it, and other than instead of cancelling, I will order it again. So for example, I accidentally sold an Oops notepad. I didn't have any Oops, so I had to order brand new stock, and so they bought a discounted poor quality notepad and got a full price good quality, not poor quality, but you know what I mean, lesser quality notepad. They got a perfect quality one which was worth full price, and I actually had to buy 4 of them to give them one. So they're just silly mistakes like that. One way that I struggle to keep an eye on stock levels is because I'm selling on 2 different platforms. So I've made a bit of a decision there that you will have seen if you follow me on social media. But basically I kept my Etsy open for a really long time after I opened my Shopify. I think I opened my Shopify 3 years ago. Is it 3 or 2? 2 or 3 years ago. And it must be 2 years ago actually. I kept it open, but I decided I won't relist anything, and I removed all my A5 cards because I made the decision a while ago to stop selling A5 cards. When I did my last craft fair in November, I had stock numbers after that, so I updated how much was in stock over on Etsy, but I never kept on top of that. And to be honest, after after the Europe stuff came in and I could no longer ship to Europe, my sales have died off anyway. I sell a couple of things to Americans, and then they always complain it doesn't get fast enough because they didn't notice that I wasn't in America. I've decided to just shut my Etsy, keep a better control on stock levels on Shopify, and see where that gets me. Another sort of result of that, so there is a bit of risk because every new release that I have from now on, I'm gonna have to invest in it before I can release it, which is what businesses do, but it's just not how I operated because my business started as like necessity, like I need to make some money and I'll spend money once the money comes in, but that doesn't make sense. Now that I'm gonna be ready to ship, I am gonna put more effort into my product photos as well, because most of my listing images are mock-ups with the occasional extra picture, and I'm at the point where I'm like kind of embarrassed to share them. Like when people ask for links to websites and I see other people's, or not even links to websites but links to product, and I see other people's lovely product images and then I'm sharing mine that's like a mock-up, a blatant mock-up, I'm embarrassed of it. So this won't be an overnight thing, but over the course of 2026 I'm going to take a category at a time and I'm going to take real photos and update all of my listing images. Another decision that I've made is just about the pressure that I put on myself, and I think when you have a small business you automatically assume your goal is for it to be successful, and success looks like different things, but the automatic assumption is that you would be doing it as your primary way of making money. And it was always in my head that that should be my plan, but actually when I think about like where I am in my life and how my life looks on a day-to-day basis, I really like my job, and I spent years communicating really openly about them with my needs and adjusting to make my needs match their needs, and coming up with the work schedule that I have now where I do 3 on 3 off, and on weekdays I start later on in the day, and that really enables me to take life at my own pace for the most part and plan my schedule really well and fit lots of extra things in. And I don't really want to stop doing that. I don't ever want to start a new job again, and I don't want to just have to stop doing that and have to rely on my shop making me a full-time income, because that immediately puts so much pressure on me and just takes the love out of it. I'm not even making, I'd be lucky to make £100 a month, so obviously things would have to hugely change for me to make a full-time income, and it's like I don't really want to start piling that pressure on myself. There are businesses that are way better than me, than mine, and who have been doing it full time and they're having to close, and it's like, yeah, if they can't do it, then why would I think I could? Yeah, I've really been coming to terms with the fact that actually success to me doesn't look like doing this full time. It looks like having it supplement my income and doing it for the joy and for the love and bringing other people joy and love. I really enjoy going to craft fairs, and I really love making things that help people, and I love seeing them on social media, and I love filling my life with bright colours, so I want to keep doing that, and I don't want it to be something that I'm churning out because I have to. I want it to be something I'm doing because I love it so much. much. And then talking of just loving it, I've really been thinking about, like, I guess what my brand means to me, and like personifying her as a person, like Rymermade as a person. Who is she? What is she like? What are her values, and what in me is in her. So some stuff about sort of connecting to your inner child, and that's something I've never been able to do, but one thing that was recommended was like thinking about putting yourself in places you were as a child, which I'm doing now, and thinking about actually what you did as a child and what made you you. So it's not connecting to your inner child as an emotional thing, but like recreating life from when you were a child, thinking about what you did when you were a child and how you can apply that to your life now. And I kind of am doing that because when I was a kid I was all about the colouring, and you know, I was very into stationery and the bright colours. Funny enough, we had our Disney day last week, and we were talking about like my favourite films from when I was younger, and it was like Beauty and the Beast was and is always my favourite. There's a certain subset of Disney films that I wasn't as into, and then there was the ones I loved most, and the ones I loved most were all the kind of feminist undertone ones. Like when I was like 3-4 years old, I used to walk around going, I'm not surprised to be one because of Jasmine, and like, yeah, just like I can't connect to that little girl on an emotional level, but I can see me in there, and I want to bring that little girl's energy into this brand. Like this brand is that little girl. I don't know if I'm making any sense. And I'm also aware that people can hear me and I sound like an absolute lunatic. Like I've said a few times, like I feel like I've really been finding my feet. I've really been finding my style. I was chatting to my mum and she was saying that I like am an artist, and I was like, I'm absolutely not an artist. I just like doodle some shit, and sometimes it's good if I spend more time on it, but like I'm not an artist, oh my god. And then I realised that I might be an illustrator, and I was like, that feels really strange to say that I'm an illustrator. I don't know what I am, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying my best and seeing what works. I need to look at my notes again because I can't remember what else I talked about. Oh, one thing was just about I started to talk about it a minute ago, but the like sense of place from childhood as well. It's really important to me, and leaning into local and what I love about this place that is my home, and bringing that. Obviously Rymermade is a mermaid in her theme, and that's because of my love of the sea and my connection to the sea. And it's not even just about that. Like my dad, before we lost him, he didn't live here, but this was his home. And literally where I'm sitting now, like I've got so many amazing memories of my dad on this very grass. He lived in a flat just to my left at one point, and I used to hear the cathedral bells going every hour when I was visiting him, and then he would get us fudge donuts. I say he didn't live here, obviously he lived here then. For the most part of my life he didn't live in Orkney, but it was always his home, and he would always try and get up a couple of times a year, and not just to see me, although I was obviously the primary reason. Ultimately, like, he just fucking loved this place, and I didn't get it when I was younger. And then I left, and I left when I was 18. I had my 18th birthday in Orkney. Well, I left the first time when I was 16, and then I moved back for a year, and then I left permanently when I was 18, and I didn't get it then. And even when I met my husband, I told him I would never move back because it was boring and I was trapped and all this stuff. And then I think it was after I had my son that I just realised like how special it is and how magical it is, and how I just had to be back. And literally there's nowhere I can turn in this place, especially in town in Kirkwall. There's not a single place I can look at that I don't connect with a memory, and I just want to bring that to my brand. And I don't know, like, I guess I want people to feel that memory when they look at my stuff, but they're never going to because they're not in my head. But that's like the love that I want to bring to it. I don't know. It's just something I've been like really thinking on, and it just all ties into that I'm not doing this to be like a multi-millionaire. I'm not doing it to sell out every launch. I'm just producing things that I love, and I hope that people see them, and that doesn't mean I'm not going to be disappointed if no one buys them, because A, I do need money, like please help me, I'm poor, and B, it's sad when you put your heart and soul into something and nobody likes it, like obviously. I don't know, I've started a ramble and I don't know where I've gone with it. It's just something that's like taking up all of my brain space right now. It's just like, this brand just feels like my little self, and I just want to give her everything that she needs to thrive, and like I just want you guys to all be in on it. I just want you guys to see how much potential she has. My battery's gonna run out, I need to change it, one sec. My legs keep going to sleep. So yeah, I think the last, like looking at my notes again, the only other thing to talk about really is just my brand isn't just my shop, like my brand is me. It's her, it's that little girl, and it's a holistic thing. It's not just a shop. It's this YouTube channel, it's my blogs. If you don't know, I have 2 blogs right now. I've got one called Make Life Feel Better, which started as a TikTok account that has died off, but the blog is semi-active in that I've posted in it in the last month, and I do have a blog over on Rymermade.com as well. And yeah, how do I get more people watching these videos, because only really friends watch these videos. How do I get more people looking at those blogs? The blogs I'm not that bothered about, to be honest. The blogs exist because of SEO, and I don't know, just another outlet for me to get some thoughts out. But the YouTube channel can be something. So I need to think about how to make that more appealing, and looking at what other people do and what I like about their videos. One account that I love watching at the moment is Prince by Millie, and I just think like the way she does text overlays and everything, I think her editing is fantastic. I would love to be like that, and there's no reason for me not to be, other than just me not putting equal effort into it. And yeah, what else? I can't remember. I had a point that I was about to make and I got distracted by people getting up and moving. Oh yeah. So Rymermade TikTok was a business account, and I set up on TikTok Shop. I probably talked about this on my blog. And it was like a major fail, and it cut my views right down. So I went onto TikTok and I switched back to personal account, and so that I could have full use of like non-commercial music as well, and just like show more of my personality on there and stuff like that. But then something weird has happened, and it's kind of merged a business and personal account. So first of all, when I go to my profile, it automatically jumps to TikTok Shop, which really annoys me. I don't want it to do that. I've been trying so hard to get it to stop. And then when I try and remove anything to do with it, it says that I can't, because I have a commercial account and it has to be a commercial account. So I went onto a chat with TikTok, and they were like, you need to go do this, this and this, and I said, yeah, I already did that to become a personal account. And they said, okay, in that case, please contact us. And I was like, this is me contacting you. Like, hello. So yeah, there's that. I still haven't managed to sort it. They asked me for screenshots and stuff, and I was like, do you know, I don't have time for this today, so I will do it on a day that I have more time and can go through this thoroughly with you, because it's really bothering me. But I do really want my TikTok to just be a personal account again. Even though it's for a shop, I want to have more use of the music and more freedom creatively on there. I have no intention of ever trying to sell anything again on TikTok Shop, and Also, if I'm not a business, if I'm a personal account, I have the option of the creator fund if I was ever to get enough followers on there. So yeah, so although my shop might not be doing super well, maybe I can bring more of my personality to it, and maybe I can monetize it in other ways. And like I say, it's not just about money, but it does have to be a little bit about money because it is a business. And yeah, it's just all very, I don't know, layered and wrapped up in itself. But yeah, these are some of the thoughts that I've been having basically. I hope you've been able to hear this because obviously traffic, wind, birds, other people, I hope they haven't heard me, because if nothing else they could have been giving me the views if they wanted to hear them, and they get to see me keep rearranging because of my dead legs. But I'm gonna pack up soon because I put a prescription in the chemist and the chemist was on lunch, so I need to go collect that and then get home because of my son getting home from school. We've got parents' evening with him tonight, so I don't think I'll manage to get anything really done. But I've really liked being out of the house. I'm very much, it's funny because I've got agoraphobia, and the idea of getting out of the house is huge to me and so overwhelming, and so months can go by very easily without me getting outside. But when I'm outside I just feel so much better, and I wish that I could remember that feeling when I can't get myself out. Let's go home. I kind of want to get an ice cream, but I'm so not hungry after being out for lunch with my husband. We'll see. I'll let you know. If I get one, I'll film it. If you don't see one, it's because I didn't get one. Obviously did get an ice cream. Slightly concerned at this situation though. May fall everywhere. I got Parma Violet and Bela Gin and Raspberry. It's not breaking the bank. It's a I just posted 30 designs a video. Pause. I just posted this video talking about why I can't send people freebies anymore, and I'm stressed because I feel bad, and I feel like people who have messaged me for freebies are gonna think I'm calling them out, but I'm not calling out any one person. Like, it happens all the time. So I'm trying to print out labels this morning. Hello, good morning. It's Friday and it's the day of the Mer-mazing Mystery Bundle sale, and I just wanted to print some stickers so I could film a little TikTok of like putting the stickers on and getting them into their little basket ready for everybody to buy later. But Silhouette won't open, so I've just rebooted my laptop. We're gonna find out if it is actually gonna open. Quite troubling. Yesterday I didn't film. I had a morning off of filming and then I had work later on, and I just got bits done really. I can't remember what. I did post it online. Are you going to work? I got my first sale of the month this morning. So I did yesterday on TikTok, I did the "that was rude" meme, and I said like when people ask for your colouring book for free and then don't even post it, and somebody actually commented. Loads of people always comment asking, oh, I love your colouring book, what's your link? I fully know that almost none of them will ever end up as sales. Like, people are just commenting because they want you to follow them back for commenting. But someone actually did buy one this morning, so yay! My shop has made £19 this month, yay! Yeah, so thankfully I have that. I am really hoping these mystery bundles do well today. I don't know if they will or not. It's one of those things, isn't it? I've decided to do a 10% off sale on the rest of the website as well, so maybe that will help get some sales in. I don't know, it's not, I'm just not able to call it anymore. But I've put a lot of work into this sale this week. I gave myself a migraine packing up those mystery bundles, so we shall see. But yeah, so I'm just filming some TikTok bits this morning, sharing some Father's Day cards because it's officially less than 1 month until Father's Day, and just getting bits done really. yeah, this weekend is Eurovision, so I'm going to my mum's tomorrow. It was a tradition that I had with her when I was little, that we would watch Eurovision together, and then when I had my son, he and I would watch Eurovision together once he was old enough to care about what it was. So when I moved up here, we were like, yeah, we definitely need to combine these traditions. So now this will be the 3rd year that we've gone to her house to watch Eurovision, because it happened like I think 4 days after when we moved up. So that'll be good, but otherwise I just want to have like a chill weekend. Luckily only working 2 days this week because I booked Wednesday off and I worked 3 and 3 off, so that's just how the days fell. Silhouette is still thinking about opening up, but it's just a white screen and it wasn't even getting that far before, so we shall see. But yeah, so oh, I see a blank page, so we'll try and get these printed and then film a TikTok, and yeah, we'll see where we go from there. I've only got my removable mat paper left, not my premium mat, so I hope it's okay. Yes, we're aware it's a mess and chaos on top of my printer, lots of boxes down here. If they don't look okay, I think I will just pop on just some of these that I've got already printed. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 16, 17, 19 printed. Oh, actually they might be alright. They're starting to come out. It's just whether or not because the word bundle is really small, whether or not it is readable, basically. Does anyone else like dance to the tune of their printer? You can't see me right now, but I'm shaking my butt. I think that's okay actually. Yeah, okay, cool. I'll leave that printing and go and get some breakfast. I'm having an awful day. It's just not going well. These all printed wonky if you look at the registration marks. Really annoying, so I need to print every single one again. Thankfully I didn't use my good paper. I just used removable mat. This chair's irritating me. Everything's just irritating me today. One thing I will say about Cricut over Silhouette is that would not matter with Cricut. It would still print it. Silhouette is like, it's a little bit off, I can't find it. Whereas Cricut is like, as long as I've got reg marks, I can adjust, I can figure it out, don't panic. Like, Cricut's so much more chill than Silhouette. Silhouette is a whiny little bitch and I'm so done with it right now. This is cute though, look what I found. Back in like 2017, 2018, I used to pull a tarot card and put it in my spread every week, and then I would draw myself little tarot cards to go in my sidebar, and there's a few that miscut. Super cute. That's how long it's been since I've used this paper also. Done it again, so I'm giving up. I'm not wasting any more paper. I should have known better. I might try cutting some of them out and see what it's like. If not, I'm just not even gonna bother because I am so done. I am 0.2 seconds away from throwing something, so small business life. I've taken you to the office with me because I'm at work, but the sale is going to go live in a minute. I'm not feeling great about it because yet again, as soon as I have a sale, TikTok just stops pushing my videos out. So like my actual official like sale promo post got about 20 views on it. I've sent it to all my friends and asked them to boost it, and it's up to I think about 100 now, but like that took really pushing it, and like the people that I was sending it to either were or weren't going to shop in it anyway. Like it's not like it was new information to them, so I don't know. I just feel like every time like it's a meaningless post, it gets traction, and then every time it's important, there's none. I'm just printing in the background. I'm actually printing the score charts for Eurovision tomorrow. But yeah, so sale goes live shortly. I will give you an update just after the sale goes live, I guess. Like I said, I'm not feeling super positive. If I don't get any sales, then it is what it is. I don't really know what more I could be doing at this point, so yeah, I'll let you know. I've got such a precarious setup going on here. Sale goes live in about a minute and a half, so I'm just getting some work done and just keeping the camera going so I can talk when the sale is actually live. I wonder if there's anybody actually on my website. Probably not. Okay, there is one visitor hanging out, waiting for that code to go live, hopefully. Have they got anything in their basket? Okay, it is 5 o'clock, so the sale has just started. Let's see if anybody is on the website right now. There is one visitor having a browse, so hopefully it's all fine and the code works and stuff. I should probably check it. I'm gonna be a visitor on my own website and just check. Oh, you know what I didn't do was change the featured collection. I want that to be the mystery pack because people aren't gonna know where to find it. That is on the homepage. I kind of want that to be like big though, not to be number of columns 1. Yeah, that will make it like full size. Okay, so let's add that to a basket, and then let's also just find a notepad, add that to basket, and then I want to do the code. Mer-mazing, does it work? Yep, perfect. I don't know if this is a thing, but whenever I upload a YouTube video, because I link stuff in the description, it will suddenly jump up and say I've got live viewers, and I don't. Like, it says I have 19 live viewers, but I haven't. I have got, looks like 3 in the UK. So it's just really strange. Oh, I was about to say, oh, there's someone with stuff in their cart who reached checkout, but yeah, it was me. Hopefully I will get some sales. I am gonna wrap up this week's vlog. I will talk to you guys next week and I'll let you know if I did get any sales. Thanks for watching. Bye!